Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Actually, after uploading the previous video, I have got one comment about the class 9. He was from outside of our city. He is not of Gujarat, he is from other state. He had comment and especially requested me to make a video on gravitation. First of all, I would like to thank you that for getting videos interaction all over the globe. My videos are spreading. So as they are watching, many of my students are also looking for the video. Definitely I will make a video on gravitation also. I promise you that I will make a video on gravitation. But before understanding the gravitation, you must understand about the motion and the laws of motion. I am giving you assurance that I will make video on gravitation. And thank you very much for liking my video as you have liked my video. So definitely I will make a video on gravitation. But before understanding the gravitation, we must know about the motion and the laws of motion. As these two concepts is clear, then only you will be able to understand motion. Then only you will be able to understand gravitation. Can you tell me what is motion? I hope from the 7th standard you may have heard this word motion. When an object change its position with the rest. Right? See here, as for example, just suppose I am here standing. Okay? And you are moving. I am standing here and you are moving. For you I am in motion. And for me you are in motion. Question is what? When you relative any objects, when you compare any object to another objects, means when you do relative, means relativity as you do, as for example, just suppose when you are especially going to school, you are sitting in a bus, right? You are sitting in a bus is moving with the speed, but trees are not moving. But when you see outside, the trees are going back as your bus go ahead. So what do you tell the time? Trees are in motion because you are sitting in the bus. You are not running. You are not riding. So you are in the rest. But you think that the trees are in motion. For you, yes. For you, when you are sitting in the bus, that time for you, they are in the motion. But for them, you are in the motion. Similarly, when we talk about the motion, so first of all, a define of motion, an object is said to be in motion if its position changes continuously with respect to a fixed reference point called origin. So you can write this define also. An object is said to be in motion. An object is said to be in motion. Can you tell me when an object is said to be in motion? An object is said to be in motion if its position changes continuously. If its position changes continuously. If its position changes continuously. Now tell me how its position will change. If its position changes continuously with respect to a fixed reference. With respect to a fixed reference. What is this fixed reference? You can tell a point called origin, right? With a fixed reference point called origin. Means here, first of all, from the origin, see, just with a fixed point called origin, an object is said to be in motion. When an object is said to be in motion? When its position changes continuously with respect to a fixed reference point called origin. From one see, as for this is an origin. From origin, this object starts moving continuously, they are moving. So from this point, it is really in the motion. Now, after getting a knowledge about the motion, to push or pull, we have heard about the force. Have you heard the word force? In the 8th standard, we have studied a chapter called force also, right? I hope all of you have studied about this chapter, force. Now we are going to discuss about the motion. So, as we have known about the motion, now how the motion will be divided. Motion is divided into the two parts. First of all, measurement of the motion, and second is types of motion. Motion is divided into two parts. First of all, measurement of the motion, and second is types of motion. Can you tell me how many types of motions are there? Types of motion and measurement of motion. From which the motion is, from which instrument the motion is measured. See why I have written this? Because to make you understand about the types of motion and the measurement of motion. Types of motion, what I want to say you, there are generally, if I talk about the two types of motion, that is circular motion or linear motion. Remember, when along a circular path or along in a straight line. So generally there are two, and in the straight line they can be in the different, like straight line, graphical representation, equation of motion. These all the things come in the point of motion in a straight line. So types of motion: motion in a straight line or motion along the circular path. Motion in a straight line and motion along a circular path. Two types of motion. Two types of motion. Motion in a straight line, motion in a straight line, and motion in a circular line. Motion in a circular line. See, first of all, this straight line has been divided into 3-4 types. First thing, from here only we are going to discuss the many parts of motion as linear motion. Linear motion means types of motion in a straight line. There are two types of motion: straight uniform motion and non-uniform motion. When an object, especially means equal distance with equal interval of time, that is called uniform, and equal distance or unequal distance with equal interval of time is called non-uniform. Then after that we will discuss about the graphical representation, and after that we will discuss about the equations of motion. First equation, second equation, and third equation. These all the things will come in the types of motion. And second is our measurement of motion. Especially this measurement of motion is described into the two parts, that are speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. What is speed? You may have heard the formula of speed is equal to distance upon time, right? Distance. So here covered distance in an interval of time called speed. And if we talk about the velocity, each and every formula I am going to tell you. If we start with, first of all, what is speed? Speed of a body is defined as the distance travelled by it per unit time. Speed of a body is defined as the distance travelled by it per unit time. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is equal to distance upon time. First of all, speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is also written in the small s and time t, right? And its SI unit meter per second, right? Because distance is measured in meter and time SI unit is second. So SI unit of speed is meter per second. When the body travels at a varying speed during a journey, then the average speed is calculated by the total distance upon total time. So first of all, in the speed I have already told you about, because every time the speed is not same. As we are riding bike also, sometimes you will see our accelerator we give in the full, so it becomes 80 speeds, 80 km per hour, 90 km, but as we do little bit slow, it comes 40 km per hour, 30 km per hour. So as the speed changes, so when that time we calculate average speed. Average speed means total distance covered by total time taken. So the speed is also divided into the speed and average speed. Now let's come to the point of velocity. Velocity of a body is defined as displacement per unit. Same just like a speed here. Displacement means what? The shortest distance. Velocity is equal to displacement by time taken. Displacement by time. What is velocity? If anybody will ask you, the velocity of a body is defined as its displacement per unit time. Displacement per unit time. So velocity is equal to displacement upon time. So displacement is what? The shortest distance. Displacement is what? Shortest distance. Displacement, that is displacement. Okay, so displacement by time taken. So displacement is also a distance on the shortest distance. So the SI unit will be meter per second. The SI unit of speed also meter per second, and the SI unit of velocity is also meter per second. The average velocity of a body is defined as the total displacement of the body divided by total time taken. So total, similarly, average speed, total distance by total time taken. Similarly, if we talk about the average velocity, so total displacement by total time taken. Got it? Average speed, total distance by total time taken, total distance traveled by total time taken, and total displacement upon total time taken is called average velocity. So this was the time, especially measurement of motion. Now, after getting the speed has the two properties, that is distance and displacement. Distance means, if anybody will ask you what is distance, what you will tell? The length of path covered by a moving object on a plane. The length of path covered by a moving object on a plane is called distance. Means any plane is there. Suppose this board is a plane, and here any object is moving. Okay, any object is moving. Any side, from the length, breadth, or from the circle, from the center, any part is moving. So length of the path covered by a moving object on a plane is called distance. The SI unit of distance is meter. And if I talk about the displacement, if I want to, just suppose from here I have started and I want to reach again back to, just suppose from here I have started and I have to reach here. So as I will start from here, so you can see from here I have traveled and I have went here. Okay, so what will be this? This is called distance, and the shortest distance diagonally as I will go from here to here, that is called displacement. The shortest distance is called displacement. If anybody asks you what is displacement, so you can write the shortest distance from the initial position of an object to its final position is called displacement. The SI unit of displacement is also meter, and the SI unit of distance is also meter. Now come types of motion, as I have informed you about the motion in a straight line. When you can say the motion in a straight line, when you will tell that motion is in a straight line? First question is that. From here on you will start motion in a straight line. Can you tell me when an object is said to be the motion in a straight line? When a body moves along a straight line in the x coordinate, it is said as motion in a straight line. It is also known as one-dimensional motion or rectilinear motion in a particular. Have you ever seen that car is, when we have driving a car, just suppose this is our car, okay? Suppose this is our car and we are driving in one particular direction. Okay? So as you can see, motion in a straight line, as I have informed you, when any body moves along a straight line into the x coordinate, as it is moving into the x coordinate, okay? X coordinate. You can ask me, sir, what is the x coordinate? X, y, you know very well, in the graph we have seen there are two coordinates, two linear. So x and this is y coordinate, right? So when any object moves in a straight line or in an x coordinate, then that object is said to be in a straight line. The example of straight line is rectilinear. When we specially drive a car on national highway, it is called a rectilinear motion, right? So here it is known as one of the one-dimensional motion or rectilinear motion of a particle. Now this straight line has been divided into three parts. The types of motion. There are two types of motion, especially uniform motion and non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? As for example, just suppose I have started distance from here and I have to go 50 km. How many kilometer? 50 km. And equal distance at equal interval of time. Means I have started from here. So just suppose from here to here is 50 km, again here to here 50 km, again here to here 50 km. From here I have taken 1 hour, again from here I have taken 1 hour, again from here I have taken 1 hour. So you can see per 50 km my speed is 1 hour. In 1 hour I can reach to 50 km, sorry. In 1 hour I am going till 50 km. Got it? So here uniform motion, if a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. If a body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, it's called uniform motion. and when body covers equal distance in non-equal interval of time. As for example, the 50 kilometer was there, but first time I had taken 1 hour, another time 2 hour, another time 1.5 hour. So that different time, equal distance I have covered in unequal interval of time, that is called non-uniform motion. So we will divide this straight line into the types of motion, that is uniform motion, non-uniform motion, and after then graphical, and then we'll study about the equations of motion. That's all for today. I hope this was the introduction of motion. I hope all of you understand it, and definitely I will make video on gravitation also. Please like and subscribe my channel so I can just be motivated and I can make each and every chapter's video of standard 9. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Hope all of you have enjoyed this video. You can like this video, you can subscribe with this video, you can share this video with your friends. That's all for today. Thank you very much.